Hello, my friends, and welcome back today. We're going to paint a rainy and peaceful forest scene on a black canvas, a place where silence meets the gentle sound of falling rain. I start by creating a deep turquoise green and use a small piece of sponge to cover the top part of my canvas. This will serve as the base for the dense forest in the distance. For the lower area, I add a touch of yellow and red to slightly warm up the tone. Using the same soft dabbing motion, I cover the surface, leaving only the area where the river will flow untouched. Next, with a small acrylic brush, I begin shaping the distant trees. Not too detailed, just enough to suggest depth and atmosphere. Painting, for me, is a form of meditation. When I start painting, I completely lose track of time. It's like everything else fades away, and it's just me and the canvas. In those moments, I feel free, calm, and fully present. How about you? What do you feel when you paint? Tell me in the comments. I'd really love to know. Using a larger flat brush, I paint the foreground trees, keeping the edges of the leaves lighter and gradually blending into darker tones toward the shadows. With a smaller brush, I come back to define some of the leaves a bit more clearly, bringing the forest to life. For the river, I mix tones of dark and light, blue and green. The deeper parts of the water reflect darker shades, giving a sense of depth and mystery, while the lighter tones near the surface catch the reflection of the forest and the soft light filtering through the trees. These gentle variations make the water look alive, like it's quietly moving and breathing with the scene. Then gently add fine, soft strokes of light, gray and white across the surface to show the slow movement of water. Next, I create a fresh grass green by mixing blue and a little yellow. And with light tapping strokes, I build up the lush, thick grass along both sides of the river. Nature paints the most beautiful stories. We just try to capture a small piece of it on our canvas. To give the water more depth, I add a bit of brown and softly blend in some green reflections from the surrounding trees and grass. With a fine brush, I add small details to the bushes to make the texture more natural. The tree trunks in the background are painted with lighter, more faded colors, while those in the foreground are darker and clearer, using diluted paint and a smaller brush. Finally, using thinned white paint, I create the feeling of heavy rain, showing the small splashes where raindrops hit the river and ground, and the soft circular ripples that form on the water's surface. Then I paint the falling rain itself with thin diagonal lines, showing the wind gently shifting their path. And there it is. Our painting is complete. A quiet river in the heart of a rainy forest where peace and nature meet. Thank you so much for painting with me. If you enjoy this kind of art, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment where you're watching from. Wishing you calm, creativity, and moments full of inspiration.